Hello everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 4 video. We are on the Island Line 2020, the original Island Line in Train Sim World. And it does feel quite old now. Let's pop in. We are in the 483, which, well, at the time this route came out, did still run on the Island Line. Hang on, did it? Just. Yeah, just. I think the new trains came in 2021, early 2021. So yeah, when this released, the 483s were running on the Isle of Wight, but now it is the 484s, which is the Island Line 2022 DLC. Don't get any time to set up, do you? But it's straight out. They can go on. Should be all good to go. Passenger lights. As if they could sit in the dark. Where are the passenger lights on this one? Oh yeah, they're inside, aren't they? Yeah, they're in here. Lights on. There we go. Right. Let's get that shut. And let's go. I only ever went on one of these trains once in real life. It was Halloween 2014. We went to the Isle of Wight Steam Railway. They had some sort of Halloween. Well, of course it was on Halloween, but some sort of Halloween event on. So yeah, the only time I actually went on one of these, and I remember it was very bouncy, very rattly and bouncy. Everyone just sort of whacking, people standing up, going like that. It was yeah, quite the experience. Oh, you can open the front door. I probably shouldn't open it. Yeah, because on the 1972 stock, you can't open that front door up. Whereas, well, on this, as you've just seen, you can. But there's also another DLC with this train in, and it's almost exactly the same. It's the same train. The 1938 stock DLC for the Bakerloo line, which adds, well, not the most exciting timetable, and, well, basically just a reskin of this with a few minor changes. And I think there are also 4 or 5 coach instead of 2. Right, here we are. This is Ryde Esplanade. So now, I should definitely drive the 1938 stock on the Baker. We haven't done that in ages. Is that DLC any good? Not really. Right, let's open the doors. I mean, the last time we drove this train was June 2023. So, a little while ago. And the 1938 stock one, that would have been. I know I did it on Train Sim Classic. Oh, yeah, the last time we drove that was in 2021. Running Ryde St John's Road next. So I'm pretty certain it was a bit sooner than that. Right, let's get the doors like that, and let's go. I need to put in 38 stock actually. We are off 38 stock. I couldn't have drawn it all the way back in 2021, that can't be right. 38 stock. Or maybe it was. Okay. Hopefully audio's alright. A little whistle. Yeah, quite an old route in the game. Well, not the oldest one, but this one's, was it October 2020? Rivet Games' first DLC? First DLC, this one, which at the time, not bad. It was a nice sort of little addition to the game, especially sort of coming off the back of the Bakerloo line. So we've got Ryde St John's, Smallbrook Junction, Brading, Sandown, Lake, and then Shanklin. And yeah, we do have the fortunes of stopping at Smallbrook Junction on this service. Which I think most of them do. Sort of post 10 AM, yeah, between 10 AM and sort of 4 PM, they all sort of stop there. As that's the Heritage Railway operating hours. And the livery is from Creators Club, as unfortunately, otherwise you get the Network South East livery, which looks dreadful on this train. So these can be found on Creators Club, which looks a lot nicer. Slow bit of the route. And not too far to Ryde St John's, which is sort of the main depot of the route, or main area of operations on the route. And also, unlike in the 2022 version with the 484, there's actually quite a few there's a couple of substantial changes. Well, there's more than that, but obviously you've got the lower platforms on here, as well as at Brading, you've only got one platform. Obviously all the canopies have had to be raised as well. And here we are, this is Ryde St John's Road, the depot here. Which, yeah, can you go in on this version? Oh, you can go in, yeah. No trains in there at the moment, all out and about. Still on time, just. I'll get a nice departure shot out of here. Not sure what's going on with the CIS screen there. I mean, there's not really many other places it would go to. I mean, it literally is just Shanklin. Right, let's make sure we're in the free cam. And we're off. Oh, and here comes the Network South East one. Which, yeah, it just doesn't look great in NSC livery. It's probably one of the worst looking trains in Network South East livery. Hey, you got your headlights on, mate. What's going on? And back in we go. And start getting that up to 45. And then you've got the... Ooh. I don't think it does come down to 30 if we're going southbound. I think it's only if you're going northbound you get the 30 on the junction at Smallbrook Junction. Must have been quite fun driving these though, as sort of an Island Line driver. Sort of a relic, basically. These, yeah, lasted all the way up until, yeah, I think very early 2021. So I think that's when it was the COVID lockdown. So you sort of only had a few people on the island who went to see it. I wonder what the drivers prefer, the 484s or the 483s. The 484s are the converted D stock, which, yeah, as mentioned, is another DLC for the game, which is actually cheaper and better. I think the Island Line 2022 is only $14.99, whereas this is this $19.99? But the 484 one's much better. And you got the Isle of Wight Steam Railway on the right. There's no stop markers, so we'll sort of just stop when, well, basically here. Now we're on the platform. And we're sort of right by the entrance of the steam railway. Doors open. Let's get a little shot of the little choo-choo. Yeah. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's try and make something nice out of this. Put that up a bit. So get it on the platform. Get another one as well. Probably go. Actually, no, I've got that shot tons of times. That's a boring one. Maybe yeah, one sort of here, I suppose. Pop that out a bit. Yeah, there you go, that'll do. Cool, get a little bit of a weight here. And you actually have to duck to get out as well. There's Matt, Matt says you should come to Switzerland. And there's the Arosa line, which at the time hadn't come out, but now has been out for ages. Can we go? The door's shut. Right, it is braiding next. Which is you've got 20 mile per hour speed limit into braiding. Whereas on the new Isle of Wight it's 15. It's actually got slower. Cool. The only thing we didn't get on this route is the 4-coach services. Because yeah, occasionally on sort of summer days they run a 4-coach up and down the line, but we never saw that on. I think there was a scenario where you did a 4-coach, but within sort of timetable mode there was no 4-coach. That would have been quite cool to have, just to add a little bit more variety to it. If you haven't spotted the speedo, it's down there to the bottom left of the screen. A little bit obscure. And the speed does come down to 40 fairly soon. Try and make the most of the 45. And sort of get ready for the 40 now. Get a nice little flyby shot. There it goes. It's a funny little line, this one. And, well, if you really wanted to, you could just sit on it all day, going backwards and forth. As well, the trains don't go off the map because, well, it is the full Island Line. Imagine that they'd only done like Ryde, Pierhead to Braiding. And I was like, that would do. Can't do to Shanklin. Too long of a route. Be cheeky. Yes, it's the full Island Line. got the warning for the 20. Number 2 at the whistle. Starts round the corner, so we'll try and stay at 40 for as long as we can. As a tube train, the brakes are good, or ex-tube train. And down for the 20. There we go, down in time. And then round into the lovely little village of Brading. Oh yeah, round we go. Let's get an external arrival shot. They never go well. Let's just try. There's no sort of like brake release sound. Like you sort of expect to hear some sort of braking sort of hiss, but I don't think there's any. Right, here we are. This is Brading. And Sandown. We've got 2 minutes here. Wow. Well, let's see if there's any collectibles we need to get. Probably is. And we got that one already. Actually, no, saying that, I might actually have every single... Oh, that's a little help point. I might actually have every single collectible on this route. So I think one of the trophies was to collect them all. Actually, I think I actually might already have all of them. You got the old signal box here, which on this version of the route you can't go into, but on the newer version of the route you can go into the signal box. And obviously this platform here is actually operational. So quite a big difference. Not quite a little place. It'd be a lovely place to live somewhere like this. You're not really going to get any hassle, are you, or grief, or crime level's probably quite low, if not probably none. Or maybe that petty crime, but nothing, too bad. That'd be a lovely place. Well, I mean, the Isle of Wight in general, as I was out of the big places like Newport, is quite an idyllic place. Obviously, once upon a time you did have the charm of these running up and down. Also, one thing though, I feel like the workers on this line probably do get is the repetitiveness of it. Well, maybe not, but if you're a guard, just going backwards and forth on this all day, 10, 15 times, it must get a little bit repetitive. Knowing that you can't go anywhere else, it's just backwards and forth. I don't know, anybody who works on this route in real life, which technically is SWR, what's it like? Does it get a bit boring sometimes, or most days like, oh, this is great, let's do it? Right, Sandown next, let's go. Back up to 45, and you get the really slow speed into Sandown, 10 miles an hour. we'll do, 45-ish. Let's get another flyby shot. There's plenty we can do on this route. There's not really much to look out for, apart from whistle boards. You got the little fishing lake down there. Yeah, you got a fishing lake down there, which never made it into the newer version. And there is a collectible down there as well. Well, the thing is, does that lake actually exist in real life, or is that something Rivet just put, you know, we'll just pop it in for the fun of it? Let's have a look. Does that lake actually exist? I've probably looked before. Braiding. Come under there. No, it does. No, it does exist. It doesn't look as substantial, but it does exist. Huh, that's cool. Yeah, never made it into the new version though. Yeah, not too far to Sandown. And the speed drop is right down again. And then you got a lake, and then end of the line at Shanklin. Which, yeah, Sandown, Lake and Shanklin are all, again, really nice places in real life. Very nice. There's the 15 limit where it begins, and then basically quite soon after that it's 10 miles an hour. So what's the point of changing it from 15 to 10? Quite easily just be 15 here. But anyway, this is Sandown we're coming into. And I've been on this line, well, I've been on the new trains on this line. It was July 2022. So yeah, it was actually, I think it was just after the 484 in the game came out, I went on this route again. 8 years after I had, well, before gone on it. Well, this is Sandown. So we are there. Oh, that's cool. So I use photo mode on the posters and stuff. Cool. Then quite a bit of a dwell time here. Does that actually work? No, when illuminated, but no, it doesn't light up. Cool. Gamers Charity. A bit of information about the different places there. So what's Sandown say? Car park, taxis. Brilliant. 10-minute walk to town centre. 5-minute walk to village centre. Car park, taxis, town centre. Great. No, that's cool. To the old town. Right, let's get the door shut. And let's go. It is Lake up next. Which I suppose seems like a more recently constructed station. Maybe sort of 90s or so. Nice. And back up to 45 miles per hour. Let's go. Come on, train. Really, you haven't overloaded, have you? No, it has as well, really? There we go. Sometimes it sort of overdoes itself and gives up. Has it really done it again? It's a bit like when the main circuit breaker blows on, say, the DVBR 110. A bit like that. So you've just got to hit overload reset. Sorts it out. There we go. As we approach Lake Station, which does tend to load in quite late. Or does on this version. I think they fixed it in the new version. Yeah, you can sort of just see it. You'll see it. Look, quite soon you'll just see sort of. I don't know how well in the video it will pick up. There, you can see it, look, but the platform hasn't actually loaded in. Still hasn't loaded in properly. Still not loaded. There we go, now it's here. It's bizarre. Approaching a lake. Go. I can't remember if actually on the Train Sim Classic version of this route, I can't remember if these houses are actually here. I don't feel like there actually was like a lake over there. No. I feel like it was more barren on the TSC version. Look, lake. No, there isn't actually an actual lake, no. Don't know. I swear it was like not really much over that side on TSC. Right, let's get the doors shut. Which TSC is Train Sim Classic. And let's go. Oh no, they're definitely not new build houses. They're all quite sort of old houses. We're off. To our final stop of Shanklin. And we'll sit there for about 5 minutes and then go back to Ride Pier Head. So one of the things obviously they had to convert when these came over to the Isle of Wight was the electricity. As well, tube trains run on 4th rail, whereas here, well, it's 3rd rail. So that was sort of one of the changes. Yeah, the sort of current supply, altering that a bit. And you get a lovely 15 mph limit, which ain't actually too bad. I mean, it is a terminating station. Little toot toot. Right, let's slow that down. And here we are. This is Shanklin, the end of the line. Feel free to look up when we did because I think we did Shanklin to Ride Pier Head when we did the Island Line 2022, which wasn't too long ago. I say that was about 3 months ago, but yeah, if you want to see what the other version's like, do have a little look-see at that. Well, this is Shanklin. And you got all the headlights and stuff. Headlight off, instro's off. Take you out. You can go to EP hold, I think it is. And then the controls set. Oh, we got locked doors. There we go. Cool. Oh, we got a trophy as well. So this is how, it hasn't been a long time since we've driven this. Perfect. Well, that is going to be it, everybody. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed it. Links can be found in all the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, thanks all for coming in. Hopefully we'll see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.